If you're thinking about buying or selling in Huntsville or Madison, Alabama right now, you need to understand what's actually happening in this market, because what you're hearing online is probably a little outdated. The market here has shifted, but not in the way most people expected. Some areas are still competitive, others are slowing down, and pricing strategies matter more now than they have in years past. It's not 2021 anymore. So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what's happening in the Huntsville and Madison housing market in March of 2026, what it means for you as a buyer or seller, and how to make the right move in this market. But before we jump in, if you're thinking about buying, selling, or relocating to Huntsville or Madison, my name is Justin Forehand, and this is what I do every single day. I help relocating professionals, military families, and move-up buyers navigate this market with a clear strategy so they don't overpay or leave money on the table. We've got people reaching out every single week asking about pricing, timing of the market, and which areas around Huntsville are best fit for them and their family. So if that's you, feel free to click the link in the description so you can schedule your strategy call and so we can come up with the best strategy for you to achieve your real estate goals. Over a couple things, and then I'll go over how those affect buyers and sellers, and then how I think that affects the market moving forward. So we'll start off with the big picture, because this is where a lot of people get confused. The Huntsville and Madison market is no longer an extreme seller's market like we saw a couple years ago, but it's also not a buyer's market across the board. What we're seeing right now is a little more balanced, but it's very location or price point dependent. Homes that are priced right and in desirable areas are still moving extremely quick, while homes that are overpriced are sitting longer and requiring price reductions to be able to get those properties under contract and sold. So the biggest shift is this: strategy matters more now than it has in years past. Like I said earlier, it's not 2021, 2022 where you can put a house on the market at any price and then have it sell like that. It just doesn't happen anymore. You need a strategy. So moving on, this is probably the number one question people are asking about the Huntsville area is, are prices going up or down? And the answer is that it depends on where you're looking. In many parts of Madison and the more desirable parts of neighborhoods of Huntsville, prices are holding steady or even slightly increasing, especially newer homes and luxury properties. But in some areas, particularly where there's more inventory or less demand, we're seeing price adjustments. So instead of a market-wide increase or decrease, we're seeing price stabilization within pockets of opportunity around Huntsville. All right, moving on to the next thing that's affecting the Huntsville real estate market is inventory. There are more homes on the market now compared to the years past. That's good news for buyers because you have more options and you have a little bit more negotiating power. You're not seeing as many multiple offer situations as before, and in some cases, sellers are offering seller concessions again. But there's the catch: the best houses still go fast. So while you have more options, you still need to be ready to act when the right property hits the market. And the fourth thing that's affecting the real estate market here in Huntsville is interest rates. They're still a major factor in this market. They're impacting both buyers and sellers. For buyers, rates affect your monthly payment and overall affordability, which can change what price range you're comfortable with. For sellers, rates impact your buyer pool because higher rates can reduce how many buyers are actively shopping. What we're seeing right now is buyers being more selective and more payment conscious than they have in the past. So affordability is a driving factor in decisions in today's market. And right now, the rates are being affected by what's happening over in Iran. So that's just something that's affecting the market right now, as buyers don't have as much buying power as they did a couple weeks ago. So what this means for buyers, if you're a buyer, this market actually presents a really solid opportunity. You've got more inventory, less competition in many cases, and more room to negotiate than we've seen in recent years. But that doesn't mean you can take your time. The best homes are still moving quickly. The key for buyers right now is to be prepared, understanding your numbers, and knowing exactly what you're looking for before you start. All right, what this means for sellers. If you're a seller, the biggest mistake you can make right now is pricing your home like it's 2021 or 2022. Today's market requires a strategic approach, pricing correctly from the start, strong marketing, and positioning your home to stand out. Homes that are priced right and marketed well are still selling, and in some cases still selling very quickly. But homes that miss the mark are sitting, reducing the prices, and ultimately leaving money on the table. So if you're thinking about selling right now, your strategy matters more than ever. All right, so now I'm going to talk about an opportunity that this market presents. It's something I talk about a lot, especially for families already living here or relocating here from higher cost areas. This market actually creates a great opportunity for move-up buyers because while you may not get the absolute peak price for your current home, you also have more negotiating power on the purchase side. This creates a window where you can upgrade into a better home, better neighborhood, or a newer construction without the same level of competition. And for a lot of families, that trade-off makes a lot more sense right now. So being able to sell your current home and then move into a better house. All right, looking ahead, the market is still supported by strong fundamentals, job growth, population growth, and continued development. So while we may not see the rapid appreciation of the past few years, the long-term outlook remains strong, which I expect is a continued balanced market where strategy, location, and pricing will drive results. And for buyers and sellers who understand how to navigate that, there's still a lot of opportunity here. If you're thinking about buying or selling in the Huntsville area, here's a video on what they don't tell you. Click it. You'll learn a lot. See you there.